Hi everyone, welcome. The new episode of Peter's English podcast has been started or has started, who knows? I don't care. I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English. It's about my own English novel, Viera the Vampire Girl diary, and it's about learning English. And the main goal of this podcast is learning English. This is the new episode of the new chapter 9 of season 2 of my novel Viera the Vampire Girl diary. It's a special Halloween chapter of my novel Viera the Vampire Girl diary. I hope you will like it, but I don't care. It's my universe, it's my story, my dreams, my hobby. But if you like it, you can simply follow me, and I'm going to read you my own chapter 9 of season 2, the course of I don't know the name right now. I'm going to open it and I'm going to read it. Wait a minute. Here is. Everything is here. Oh, I'm so happy that everything is here. We can start. It's chapter 9, of course. I'm going to read you my own story of chapter 9 of season 2 of my novel Viera the Vampire Girl diary, the curse of the Cannibal witch. Enjoy my reading. Viera or Sax diary. Viera, why did I even have to wash, put on perfume and dress up to look properly sexy? You know I prefer wearing men's clothes and I only bath once a year. I feel awful in these beautiful dresses and high heels. Grumbled the vampire Katarina, a member of Viera's security team and her best friend from her old crew, as they stood together in front of the door of a wealthy, young, inexperienced owner of a new social network. The platform connected people who wanted to learn languages and also date or meet new friends. She continued, You look like a goddess in that black dress. I envy your beauty, your abilities and your confidence. I feel like an ugly duckling in fancy clothes. Shut up, you silly cow. I want to thank you in style for your loyal service, your help and your willingness. I've got a man for you. He's like fine wine. He's young, handsome, single, inexperienced, intelligent and seriously rich. I snatch him up myself if I didn't already have my own donkey. He created his own successful social network for every lonely soul who wants to learn foreign languages, meet their love or find friends. He's not exactly a party animal, more of a nerd. He prefers spending hours coding his new social network, which has already earned him a couple of billion US dollars. Let's see if he likes pretty girls. He has no experience with women, and I say he's happiest under a women's thumb. Only women occupy his thoughts. He's perfect material for you, babe. What do you say? Blushed Viera, who looked seriously sexy. She wore luxurious black dress with a deep neckline and black high heels. She smelled seductively thanks to a luxury perfume designed for attractive men. It's clear that as our manager, you've got serious experience in this business and, as they say, a nose for a good catch. I don't know. You look divine, but I feel like a guy. I'm not sure if he'll like me. Katarina, the vampire, shyly tried to wriggle out of the awkward situation. Nonsense! You've always been a bit of a strange creature. I've never seen a vampire girl who doesn't like herself and has insecurities. But you sure know how to use your tongue. Definitely in every situation. Now listen to me. You're a beautiful tall redhead with long red hair. Your red dress and red high heels look really good on you. Your bust is sinful. Your backside is perfect. You're a gorgeous vampire, good enough to bite. In any case, you're loyal, faithful, and a sweetheart that more than one guy would fight over. You've never left my hanging. Looks never matter, nor the first impressions. You're simply a good woman. You deserve that guy, and he's going to like you. He's a good, hardworking, and an honest young man who hasn't had much luck in love. His name is Adam. Stop panicking. Move your butt and shut up and follow me before I have to drag you to the guy by force. Is that clear, you silly goose? You know me. I don't show mercy in moments like this. Don't cry, Katka. Get ready. We've got work to do. Viera tried to motivate her friend. Viera was right. Katka was a beautiful, tall redhead with long red hair that caught the eye of every man, but Katka had insecurities, didn't believe in herself, and didn't like the way she looked. Viera did everything she could to motivate her. What followed with Adam was forfeit. Adam was coding his social network in his office when suddenly he heard a knock at the door. Come in! I've been expecting you. What took you so long? A man has to wait for ladies all day. Typical women. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing by letting some vixen into my space, Adam grumbled. Good afternoon. Sorry we're a bit late, but my protege needed a little kick in the butt. Viera laughed while Katka, blushing deeply, scowled sourly at her. Viera showed her an aggressive look that startled Katka, prompting her to try to present herself in the best possible light to the young man. We found waiting. Viera grabbed Katka's hand. Together they sat down on the chairs and willingly showed off their beauty and perfectly seductive crossed legs, something that didn't escape Adam's gaze. He openly let his eyes feast on both beautiful vampire girls. Mercilessly, he undressed them with his eyes down to the last thread. He was most drawn to the vampire Katarina, unable to take his eyes off her. He fell in love with Katka at the first sight. In his twisted imagination, he already pictured her newfound clothes. Viera was pleased and decided to act first. Vampire Katarina wasn't used to such perverse stares from men. No one ever noticed her when she wore her special forces uniform. She had made an impression in the unit as a terrifying, silent master of martial arts. She could defend herself with bare hands and defeat much stronger opponents. She was one of the top members of Viera's elite security and secret service team. Adam's lustful gaze completely threw Katka off. She was on the verge of tears. She was extremely nervous and visibly shaking, something no one could miss. The truth was, Katka liked Adam so much that it was love at the first sight. She was undressing him with her eyes. She blushed like a red pepper and was too shy to even speak. Viera decided to act immediately. Adam, you must forgive my protege. She's totally fallen for you. And I can see you fallen for her too. What can I say? I've got a lucky hand again. I could start a business called Blind Date. So, what do you think of her, Adam? Viera said seductively as she sat right on Adam's lap and gave him a French kiss. Adam, completely red in face, enjoyed showing off in front of Katka, and Katka liked the sight too. What's the name of your charming assistant? Is she single? Does she have someone? I really like her. She's all yours, Tiger. Her name is Katka. She's single, doesn't have a boyfriend, and it's obvious she likes you. Katka, come on now. Stop being so shy. Introduce yourself to your boyfriend and sit right on his other knee next to me. Viera laughed. But Katka's nerves completely froze her. She couldn't move. Katka, I had enough. This guy really likes you and you'd rather run off into the woods and into a bear's arms? Yeah, right. Dream on. You'll have to forgive Katka. I'm going to unblock her for you, said Viera, who sat on Katka's lap and gave her a passionate French kiss which calmed Katka down. She finally started to enjoy the scene, liking more and more the idea of showing off in front of Adam. She began kissing Viera more and more. Katka and Viera sat on Adam's knees and passionately kissed each other more and more. Adam loved the show. In the end, Katka called Adam right after the show and gave him her phone number and a second key to her apartment with the words, "Adam, from now on you'll never get rid of me." Adam started dating Katka. Katka, like a true domina, completely took control of him, while still giving him enough freedom for his dreams and desires. Adam, in grand style, invited them to his luxury yacht in the Caribbean. "Peter, you damn mute! That's not how you pack a suitcase. Look, this is how you pack a suitcase, you clumsy mutt. We've been invited on a vacation aboard the luxury yacht of Katka's gentleman Adam, thanks to my good service. Don't you dare embarrass me or I'll leave you somewhere with the cannibals." Viera screamed, and Peter, who wasn't packing his clothes exactly the way she wanted. "Why do you keep nagging me about nonsense? Everything always has to be your way. You never learn. You never learn. Just don't come crying later because of your arrogance." Peter shouted back at Viera, who immediately started putting him in his place. In no time she showed him who was boss. "Shut up, you donkey! If you didn't drive me crazy with your talent, you'd see me differently. It's all your fault. All men are stupid, but you could be their king." Viera yelled at Peter, who started teasing her. "Yes, a king with his queen on the dance floor. At least it's something I can match you. Hey, you dominate in stupidity. That's a fact." Viera laughed at Peter. Good thing I'm a hidden talent in stupidity, otherwise I'd bore you." Peter laughed back at Viera. "That's true, Kitty. Just stay the way you are." "I love scolding you out of love." Viera laughed even harder. In the end, Viera neatly packed Peter's things into the suitcase, packed her own things, and the luxury vacation on the yacht in the Caribbean could begin. Adam was waiting with Katka on his yacht for the arrival of Viera, her boyfriend, and her closest friends. Viera, dressed in a swimsuit, arrived on deck with Peter, who had to carry all the luggage. Her best friends, the old gang, Lukáš, Marek, Katka, and Zuzana, came after them. They were together again. Adam ordered the yacht's captain to set sail for a luxurious cruise through the Caribbean waters. On the first day, they enjoyed sunbathing with champagne in hand. The girls, vampire women, sunbathed without swimsuits. They loved provoking the drooling stares of the men. That evening, there was a luxurious poolside party. Everyone wore elegant clothes. A DJ played music for them until morning. But their relaxation didn't last long. Out of nowhere, a powerful storm appeared, bringing high waves. It was a huge disaster that turned their luxury yacht vacation into a brutal fight for survival. The yacht crashed on the shore of an unknown island. Fortunately, everyone survived. The yacht was completely wrecked. Suddenly, a dangerous wild tribe of school hunters appeared. They were cannibals. They mercilessly captured everyone, tied them up, and took them to their village. Viera and the other vampires defended themselves without any problem, but Peter, Adam, and all the crew members were still in the cannibals' clutches. The cannibals were already boiling water for soup. Peter and the other crew members were supposed to be the main course for tonight's dinner. "No panic, gang. These damn natives won't be a problem. At least I hope not." Viera tried to motivate everyone. Suddenly, Lukáš and Marek, her personal bodyguards and best friends, returned from scouting the area. Katka and Zuzana were guarding Viera. "We've got bad news. The locals are already trying to cook soup for dinner. They're cannibals. No need to add more. We need to act fast, both of them said. Quick, into action, old gang, Viera commanded. At midnight, the cannibal village was completely quiet. Everyone was asleep except for 2 guards. Viera decided to act. She gave the signal to attack. Total chaos broke out in the village. Suddenly, an old ugly witch with a big nose appeared, holding Peter, Viera's boyfriend, in her hands. Sweetheart, enough fun. I've heard a lot about you in my visions. Stop your gorillas unless you want to lose your darling. I'm not joking. I sent the storm after you. I crave your powers and beauty. I am Lepra, voodoo priestess. See this doll? It represents your darling. One mistake and my trembling old hands might accidentally toss the doll straight into the fire. Drop your weapons. Surrender. The old ugly voodoo witch Lepra shouted at them. I surrender. Drop your weapons. You heard her, you dogs. This old hag has my Peter. We're finished, Viera said aggressively. Sweetheart, I'm not joking. Don't make me start playing with the doll. So shut your mouth. You have no power here, the witch Lepra replied aggressively. The guards captured Viera along with all the vampires. Sweetheart, I'll finally become the most and powerful vampire in the world. You're wondering how I'll do it? Simple. We'll swap souls. Your soul will move into me and mine into you. You'll remain an old, ugly hag forever. Lepra boasted to Viera, who was tied to the sacrificial altar completely naked. Lepra forced her to drink her blood, and Viera had to drink Lepra's blood. Lepra then spoke the magical infernal incantations of black voodoo, through which Lepra's soul transferred into Viera's body, and Viera's soul moved into the body of the old ugly witch Lepra. Lepra, now in Viera's body, used black magic to transform all the vampires into pigs. Peter, Adam, and the crew members were to become the main course of the ceremonial dinner. Finally, I'm young and beautiful. I'm even the most beautiful and powerful vampire in the world. The whole world will kneel at my feet, laughed Lepra in Viera's body. Viera, trapped in the witch's body, was overwhelmed by despair. She lost the will to live. The whole world had collapsed. Fortunately, her dark thoughts lasted only a short time, because she realized she now controlled voodoo and held the doll of her beloved Peter in her hands. She used the witch's body to her advantage. She broke all of the witch's spells, freeing Peter, Adam, and all the vampires and the crew members. Everyone immediately began fighting for survival. Chaos and confusion erupted once again. But Lepra, still in Viera's body, stopped everything and said, Maybe you won, you old witch, but my spell, thanks to which you'll remain an evil and ugly hag, cannot be undone. No, even I can break it. She tried to break Viera's spirit, but Viera ordered everyone to keep fighting. She didn't believe a word of it. Suddenly, Lepra in Viera's body began to feel unwell. How do you control this? I won't obey me. It's fighting me. It's trying to drive me out. Lepra hadn't realized that all vampires have immunity to every disease, and voodoo was just another illness in Viera's vampire's body. Viera's immune system ruthlessly defeated Lepra inside her body and sent Lepra's soul back into her human form forever. Viera's immune system pulled her own soul back into her vampire body. Viera was back in her own skin, in her body, the beautiful and most powerful vampire. Stronger than ever before, she transformed into a giant bat with razor-sharp teeth. Thank you for your immunity to voodoo and all spells and curses. Thank you for the amazing gift and upgrade. Thanks to your body, I've also become a voodoo priestess. I control both positive and dark voodoo. I'm the most powerful voodoo priestess in the world, and you're finished. You'll pay for your crimes right now, you old hack. Viera screamed aggressively in the form of a giant bat. She immediately took control of Lepra using voodoo, latched onto her neck, and drank all her blood to the last drop, causing her to vanish forever. The voodoo curse was broken, and the entire tribe was freed. Viera became their queen. That same evening, a grand celebration took place. There was plenty of food and drink. Viera, using the power of her mind, sent a message to her assistant, the vampire Andrea, who immediately sent help. Soon after, another luxury yacht arrived, sent by Adam's family, carrying vampire Andrea and Viera's entire vampire family, who came in person to make sure Viera was safe. Viera realized how badly she had treated Peter, someone she could have lost so easily. She decided to apologize to him right there on the yacht. Kitten, you were right. Our relationship has been full of arguments and my dominance. Can you forgive a cold-blooded vampire for her sins? I'm sorry, darling. I almost lost you. I'll never trouble you again. Never. Unless you want me to. You now have freedom for your dreams, hobbies, and desires. I'll fulfill every wish you have. I love you, Viera said, kneeling before Peter in tears. Darling, get up. I'm the one to blame. Don't cry on my knees, or I'll start crying too. I forgive you for everything, and thank you for loving me. I also give you freedom for all your beautiful dreams, desires, and hobbies. I love you, Peter said to Viera, also in tears. They explained everything to each other and forgave one another. They gave each other enough space and loved each other even more. Adam continued dating the vampire Katka. Their love survived and grew stronger. In the end, they all enjoyed a luxurious vacation on the yacht in the Caribbean without any problems. The end. That's it, people. What do you think about my new chapter 9? The curse of Cannibal witch, I think. Not my own name. Yes, the curse of the Cannibal witch. What do you think about it? I like it. It's interesting. I have to tell you, people, that when I write my own chapters of my novel Viera the Vampire Girl diary, I always feel like I'm watching a good movie. Yes, really, because it's very interesting for me, and I think we can end this episode because I don't want to do it longer. Thank you for your watching. Thank you for your listening. Follow me everywhere, and I want to tell you bye bye.